So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So, after doing my pulls on stream, I did some Pirate King Adventure with Ace. So I thought I'd upload an edited footage of that with some commentary. And for those interested, you can see the teams I use versus mini-bosses and such. But yeah, I managed to make a very big overkill team with Ace. He's not perfect for this content, but if you run double Roger Odin, he can work quite well. So I ended up just making one team with him, but I'll be trying him out for other stuff in the coming days. So yeah, starting with this video, I'm going to drop the pace down a bit again. I feel like that's justified. I've been going very hard. Time to focus on some other things again. But yeah, there's not that much change for the mini bosses for me. Like optimally, you should run the highest boost you can, and if you have options, you should try and fit as many wave clears as you can. Luckily, this entire batch is wave clears, which is going to make the upcoming blitz pretty interesting in terms of what we can make. Since I have the entire batch level 1, or rainbow I should say, the whole batch is rainbow for me, I might be able to pull off some strats that are faster, which could give me a competitive advantage. We'll see when the time comes. But yeah, for this particular mini boss, I just wave clear stage 1, 2. Then Uta has normal attacks only, and I save the wave clears for stage 4 and 5. As for these random slowdowns, which you're probably not used to seeing, this is just what can happen when you record while playing on stream and maybe read a post and such. This particular one I should have probably added a bit more, but sometimes I miss stuff when I go through it. But geez, this is a long downtime. Should have looked a bit more carefully before starting recording, but now I'm committed. But yeah, looks like I'm going to start playing again now, so that's good. But yeah, people ask me sometimes how they should think about mini bosses, and you should definitely try and do them as much as possible. I'm pretty lazy, so I try to skip them as much as I can. Then when I make teams for PKA, I'm focused on the teams and I just want to get to the actual content. But sometimes I skip when I shouldn't do. But the mini bosses, like especially a full batch, the drops are really good. You get a lot of experience materials. But the drops after battle is also really good. Like you usually get at least 1 ticket, and those can stack up pretty fast. And well, if you want to both level limit break old units in the PKA shop and buy future stuff like, say, the Ace that released today, you might want to have quite a few tickets, so have to farm. I made a bad play there actually. Like I try to usually prioritize the actual valuable material rather than like the PKA only stuff. Like in the beginning, I only focus on Zoro stuff just to try and get high up as soon as possible, just to make content for like up to level 100 and then past level 100 and then level 150, stuff like that. I use a bit different strat for this boss. It's the same I showed in a video like a week ago or whenever PK started. So I just auto battle 1 stage, then I wave clear until the end. Easy enough. But yeah, it's going to feel really good with things slowing down a bit, but then we have a blitz coming, and I'm thinking about maybe trying and going pretty hard and see how it goes. I plan to at least go really hard in the beginning, and then it's all down to my personal motivation. In order to get a really good result, like maybe a top 3 on global, for example, the time investment needs to be good. You need to be really consistent, not so much downtime. You also need to have pretty good luck with drops. The drops you get affect a lot. So yeah, I'll just have to wait and see how I feel, how it goes, stuff like that. But yeah, there's not often I can go hard in events due to work and such. So it's tempting, but at the same time it's a very bad blitz to go hard in, since this is maybe the most popular of them all. But it also makes it more prestigious, I guess. But personally speaking, I don't care about if it's prestigious or not. A W is a W in the end. But yeah, I usually just use Psy when I want to do the PvP in Pirate King Adventures. Don't use it as much in normal PvP, but yeah. Honestly, I'm a bit lost when it comes to PvP because, like in super bosses nowadays, you don't even fight real teams. People put up free defenses and you just use the max boost you can get free wins. So there's no meta there, you just run full boost. And then in normal PvP finals, I can just take it easier. So I'm not up to date with any meta in terms of Pyro Rumble. So I can't really say what my default team is. Like the most Pyro Rumble action I get in general is like Grand Party, but as its own different beast. But yeah, this is the team we will be using. It's pretty cool. It's as big damage as you're going to get realistically. And yeah, to be able to copy this team, you need Ace to be at least level 120. Doesn't need Real Limerick expanded, but it just means you have to stall a bit extra since he has what 18 seed or something like that, something insane, maybe 17, don't remember. But yeah, a lot of people have been asking me about replacing the rare recruits. I will probably not make a Toki with replacing Toki, because I will showcase here how you replace Toki. If you don't have Toki and you don't run some captains can help you resist the stuff, just stall it out. Like if you want to speed it up a bit, you can try and fit as many special bind resist as you can support, because that will let you stall less. But like if you run unboosted units and such, you need to stall a bit anyway probably. So why not stall against ISO? And as you see, you can just stall for basically as long as you want. So that's how we replace Toki. Another thing I'm doing here is setting up so I can use multiple specials final stage. That's why we have the Shanks and Buggy, because they have that as a potential ability. Thanks to the new Ace on the team as well, we still have access to Roger and Odin's EX, since both Shanks is part of it and Ace, so we have the two units we need. So the strat is actually pretty easy, and yeah, basically when there is one turn of special bind left, that's when you can start playing again. Could I maybe set this up better, so maybe it was Sanji instead of Zoro, but not a big deal, but it means I have Zoro final stage as well. So if you want to copy this team, just swap those two, I'd say personally. One good thing with this though is that I have 3 quick units this stage, so it's not all bad, I guess. So yeah, now my support was just to speed it up a bit, not required. It lets me not have to stall one more turn for Ace. And yeah, that shows you a bit how slow he is. I stalled that much and he still wasn't properly ready. But yeah, we use Roger here. Then we use Shanks and Buggy. Will have been nice if their color fit applied to the crew, but it is what it is. We're still actually able to overpower the damage reduction here, so that's a pretty cool strat you can do. Just make sure you have 3 quick units to hit with. And yeah, that last Roger hit is quite powerful. So yeah, thanks to having double Roger, we can resist all of the attempts to remove our debuffs. And thanks to Shanks Buggy, we can use more than one special, which means that, yeah, we're going to be able to do some real serious damage here. First I super swap Yamato. Then I can use the EX. Reduces the CDs. I can use the left unit specials. Can use Yamato special too to get that color affinity. Soren Sanji special. Remove the defensive effects. We get a big attack and war boost and all the chain boost and stuff. And then finally we use Ace, and this is going to give us a conditional as well. Both this turn and the next turn, but if you want it for the next turn too, you need at least level 120. It might be overkill to use Ace though, so could try and use something like maybe Toki to speed up stage 3 instead, for example. But if you want to be sure you get the kill, this is one strat to do. It's going to be among the bigger overkills you can get. So yeah, damage is of course lower on the revive, but it's still pretty good. Another thing you could do is just not bring Yamato and bring like a 2-turn color affinity buffer. That will also let us have a color affinity this stage, for example. But you need to keep in mind that the captain has to be pretty good. Could maybe put like Ace on the middle row as well, since he's a striker captain with a 6+. Obviously doesn't buff everybody, but... And yeah, that's it for this first showcase. I'm going to be using Ace a lot more. I have a lot of ideas, both striker teams and shooter teams. I'm going to be trying a lot. I'll put in on some high damage teams as well to see how he performs. But yeah, that's my first team with Ace. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.